Shalom, sis. I'm gonna start this live back up. You know how it is. Try to see if brothers and sisters gonna chime back in. Let me put this link in the chat. But I know one thing. I know to not do that again. All right, so now I know. All right, shalom, y'all. We're gonna see if I can get my brothers back in. Yeah, they don't want you to know them cheat codes. Is cool, but I think they may have detected some copyright material, which is cool. I was just using that as an example, you know what I mean, to kind of use some backdrop, but it's cool. What's going on, brother Yash? There go the link. I'm see if brother Hal gonna chime back in. Man, I sure hate that happened. I'm not gonna even play it again. It's cool. We get the point, but you know. Let's see. All right, while we waiting, I'm gonna take a break real quick and give brother a chance to chime back in. All right. Shalom and blessings.
This is another exclusive. This is another exclusive.
Shalom, shalom. I want to welcome you, brothers and sisters, back. We had a a brief technical difficulty. Um, Brother Smitty gave a good suggestion, and this is something I'll keep in mind next time I share a video. He said that maybe they detected the audio, and so I want to apologize for that. Um, we know how technical YouTube can be, and some of these outlets can be. So that was maybe my slip up on that. But I want to welcome y'all back. We had some things, a couple of more things we wanted to go into. We was talking about the cheat codes, and y'all saw how before we shut out, how the brother was breaking them off, and that was pretty much at the end of it anyway. So I don't get it, but we know how YouTube is. Brother Hal mentioned um, something concerning who was that? Brother T. If you want to chime back in and brief us on that, feel free, bro. I saw another comment. Say, Brother X, say, can you please speak on the situation in Memphis? And I'm aware of the situation as far as the rapper who just passed out there in Memphis, but then he said that in a wild 2-week retaliatory killing spree. I think we can address that briefly. One thing I will say is that it's an unfortunate situation, to say the least. Uh, there's definitely something deeper behind this industry, when it comes to the music industry. And one thing I can say to try to sum it up is that when it comes to the music industry and the entertainment industry, there are a lot of things that we're not aware of, a lot of things that our brothers and sisters are binding themselves to, and as a result of that, they're losing their lives. And so this is just another example of our people being sacrifices, for a wicked industry. You know what I'm saying? And it's not to speak on this brother personally. A lot of good things was said about the brother as far as how he helped the community, things he did for people, But one thing we have to understand is that when it comes to us and when we're making a name for ourselves and doing things, doing work for our people, a lot of the good that you do is not going to be what they put in the forefront. Maybe when you die, they'll mention some things on your behalf in that regard, but that's not what they're going to lead with while these brothers and sisters are doing what they do. Um, as far as that goes, I would say it's a definite need for the truth for our people out there in those areas, and even pretty much everywhere. It's a lot of that stuff happening in Houston. A lot of rappers you don't even hear about until they lose their life. So it's something deeper going on, something that's not really being put to the forefront. I know enough is being put to the forefront to let us know what we're dealing with, for our brothers and sisters to know that this industry is a wicked industry to even involve yourselves with, But at the same time, what we have to do as a people is we have to stop being compliant, with the system. We have to find a way to use the things that's profitable to us, for our own benefit without including other people's, even if it means, you know, doing things from a grassroots method. But a lot of our people are wanting the wealth, wanting the fame, and that comes with a price in this society, in this captivity that we're under. You know, when we subject ourselves to those things, then we're subject to their gods and the things that they believe in, and whatever they require, they're going to do it, particularly when it comes to us, even if it means making us the sacrifice, you know. But it's unfortunate that another brother is gone because of this industry, and it should wake us up. The Most High said, come out of Babylon and be separate, So whatever you're capable of doing, just separate that and ask the Most High to help you put your gifts and your abilities in proper perspective for his purpose. The Most High like music, he loves music. We talk about platinum artists. I read it plenty times on this platform. King David, all the Psalms he wrote. If you were to ask a common Christian, how many Psalms did King David write? They'll tell you 150. But our forefather King David wrote over 4,000 Psalms. And they were all inspired by the Most High through the Spirit. So music is spiritual. He even wrote songs that were purpose for the healing for those who were possessed with evil spirits. And that's what a lot of our people have. We walking around with demons. And the music only incites us more, But it always breaks my heart, man, when I see these situations, brothers losing their life due to this industry. And I did a presentation on that. Why are so many young rappers losing their lives, signing contracts and making oaths that you don't even know, can cost you your life. Some of them do, and they just doing it. But on that note, I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down, sister and brother. I think we had enough for this segment. I apologize for the interruption and the with the program. Yeah, Brother Hal, he said, Brother T asking everyone to pray for you and your family at this time. If you can't get back in, gonna ask Brother E. Okay, so this is one of the things that Brother Hal was telling me before we got cut off about Brother T. And he was saying his situation. I think he said he had to attend some burials, if I'm not mistaken. You brothers can brief me on that. But in any case, we know that one of our brothers is in need of prayer. So let's get some background on that. It's a singing about death and murder invites death and murder. Yep. Absolutely. The love of money. And that's what it comes down to. The love of money. How many times have we looked at these brothers and sisters as success stories? Because they're making a lot of money, but look at the spirit that they given to our people. And I can speak on this boldly because, I'm into music, grew up on it, and even got to a point to where I started to make my own music, and so I can kind of understand the spiritual aspect of it, and how it affects our people, Absolutely, Brother X. Are you in the Memphis area? If you are, let us know that in the chat. if you're in that area. I am aware of the rapper Young Dolph. I'm not. I gotta be honest, man. I haven't really been into rap like that, in a while. But and I don't even really know who a lot of the rappers are, the modern rappers are, because I don't really keep up with a lot of things. But whenever I hear about that, it it saddens my heart. He say he's in Massachusetts, so you're on that East Coast still. Memphis is like southeast, you know. But one thing when I hear this, man, it pricks my heart because when you look at the music industry, and this is just me, I'm gonna give my perspective. What I see a lot of the older rappers doing is they're not being accountable for what they left behind. I grew up on gangster rap. I grew up listening to Scarface and the Ghetto Boys and things like that. I'm from the South, and it was later on that, when rap became this holistic thing where they started including the South and the West and all that. It's when you started to broaden your perspectives. But before that period of time, it was all about the South, where we from, you know. But me being into music, I used to listen to everybody, you know, whether you were from the West Coast, whether you were from down south or the East Coast, Midwest, you know. But one thing I see is that a lot of the same messages, some of them are being perpetuated in this same day, is just to another degree, another level. Just like if you listen to music throughout the ages, if you got cable, go and do it. You got the music channels, listen to uh the music from the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, all the way up to now. They have music channels that divide up the genres between uh, the time frames too, as well as the music styles. You'll see that the only difference between the music back then and the music now is that now you don't have to be that creative to express your point. Back then, if a man was lustful and wanted to get into a woman, get her, break her down to lay with her or something like that, that was a certain way he went about it. It's a certain way he expressed himself. You know, he said it a certain way to appease the ear. Nowadays, and as you listen to the music throughout the ages, you saw the styles change to where now it's just blatant. You know, most women now, and this is not every woman, but a lot of women now can't really accept a dude coming to them soft and gentle, like how a man came to a woman back in the day, you know, because now we live in an age where everything is just straightforward and to the point, Back then you could serenade a woman and make her feel a certain type of way. Nowadays it's not even about that, you know. It's about just doing what you got to do and going about your business. And that's, not to say the music was any better back then. You understand? It was just back then people understood, culture and convictions and decency and things like that, self-respect. All those things were intact back then. Nowadays, people don't have that kind of stuff, you know. Nowadays, you have people that are blatantly just come out and tell you, I don't, they don't want certain things. They don't want to be respected. Like I saw a woman, a sister on the video say that, I don't want all that respect and all this. All I want you to do is just come in here and just yada yada yada. And y'all know the rest. But that's the mindset now, you know. But to our brother X, man, you know, he say he in Massachusetts, you know, and this is a day and age where a lot of our people are waking up and seeing that, you know, these things are weapons against our people, you know. Not to say that music is a weapon, but the way it's being used against us, you know, it's a weapon against our people. Real quick, let me share something. Let me see if I can find this. I just want to read a excerpt, and this excerpt is going to be dealing with during the days of Cain. All right, let me find it. Okay, perfect. This is an excerpt, and in this excerpt, we're going to read some history dealing with the sins of Cain and his offspring. And this is dealing with you know, sort of backing off of the music thing that we dealing with. Hold on. Okay. Concerning the sin of Cain. All right. It says, and that accursed man Cain, the murderer of his brother, multiplied evil, and his seed did likewise, and they provoked God to wrath with their wickedness. They had not the fear of God before their eyes, and they never kept in mind that he had created them. Speaking of Cain's seed, they had not the fear of God in their eyes, and they never kept in mind that he created them, and they never prayed to him, and they never worshiped him, and they never called upon him, and they never rendered service to him in fear. Nay, they ate, they drank, they danced, and they played upon string instruments and sang lewd songs thereunto, and they worked uncleanness without law, without measure, and without rule. Now tell me this doesn't sound like what we see today. All right. Now this is concerning Cain's seed, right? And when you listen to the music that our people put out, where do you hear the fear of Elohim in the music? Do you hear the fear of Elohim in the music? Do you hear in the music people giving thanks to the Most High? And I ain't talking about Kanye, you know. Do you hear people calling upon the Most High in their music? Do you hear people speaking about doing service to the Most High in their music? Do you hear the fear of Elohim in anybody's music? No, you just hear people eating, singing, drinking, dancing, playing instruments, and saying lewd songs thereunto. And this is the same exact music that we listen to, and we call it success. And they worked uncleanness without law, right? And without measure and without rule. Now, let me ask y'all this. How many rappers, and I'm asking this to the fellas, how many rappers have you listened to and bobbed your head to, paid money for their album, right? Bump their music all the time, and all in their songs, that same rapper is telling you that he'll smash your girl and send her back home to you, right? Or do you think because that's your number one rapper that your girlfriend is off limits, your wife is off limits? I've seen rappers get on TV and talk about doing this kind of stuff. You know, lewd music. I kill you if you step on my shoes. I kill you if you look at me wrong. Right? But yeah, we got a whole enemy that's over this industry. He'll pay you a $1 million advance to push out this message, right? So now you got $1 million advance, and more than half of that you're gonna have to pay back to the label. Not to mention all the taxes and everything you're gonna have to pay, your own promotion. So with that $1 million advance, the only thing you did was put yourself in debt to the label. Now you subject to them. These people are working spiritual wickedness on a high level. That's why they in that industry. Music is very influential. More influential than religion. That's why they call it the worldwide language. So we got to be careful with music, man. And what I see happening is the Most High trying to wake our people up, you know. If we're going to do music, let it be to his glory. You know, they're aware of who we are. They're aware of our cheat code. That's another one of our cheat codes. Don't you know I've heard white people speaking of black people like back in the day when we used to really sing. A lot of white people used to hear our people sing and get afraid because they said they sound like the angels. Remember the Most High said that what he said concerning his praise. He said, these Israel shall show forth his praise. We the only one who got that gift to inspire in that magnitude. This is why you see all these white girls and all these Chinese girls, you know, can sing so soulfully now because they've been mimicking you the whole time. They've been downloading your cheat code, trying to see how you do it. How can you hold that vibrato like that? They can't do that. Now they trying to mimic it. It's because they trying to figure out a way to replace you. Before us, they wasn't worried about our style. It was all whatever it is they do. I don't even know what they do, disco or whatever. The no rhythm beat. But they look at us and get all of that. They take it and then they cash you to the side once they feel like they got it enough. They do it in every aspect, even in sports. Every time you look at a sports science, when they trying to break down somebody, let's break down Kyrie Irving's crossover, right? They ain't doing no white boys like that. It's because they trying to break Kyrie's Irving. They break him down all the way to his movement, hip movement, feet movement, everything, just to get down what he got so that they can mimic it and cast him to the side. They still ain't been able to mimic Michael Jordan. And I don't care what nobody say. Michael Jordan stunted the growth of the NBA in my view. Because ain't nobody been able to surpass what he did. And I'm not even saying that he wasn't orchestrated to do that, but that was a brother who did that. And they still trying to mimic it. They trying to manufacture people into that position, making you think people done that way. And it ain't happening. we're in a big experimentation. He said they got opera. Yeah, we got opera. We got opera. That's all us. Say they can study as much as they want, but will always be a die. Exactly. You ain't gonna never be the original. You know? But that's just who we are, man. The Most High said that, you know, we would build houses and not live in them. We would plant vineyards and not eat of the grapes. And that's all symbolic of telling you that you're gonna contribute all the greatness to this nation, but you ain't gonna benefit from it. You ain't gonna benefit from it. We the best in everything because of who our source is. What you mean, doctors and physicians? And we got a sister born bold who worked in that field, you know. And I give her much respect because of her testimony, you know. I don't think she worked in the medical field, but I think she worked in the legal field, I believe. But she shared with us that what she did while she was there, she made sure she looked out for our people the best of her ability. And I respect that. And I appreciate that. You know, anybody who in that position, you know, that use what they can for our people, I respect that, you know. But just know that we're in a big experimentation. You know, that's why we here. So that they can mimic us. All right. Get us down, break us down, see how we do what we do, even all the way to cutting us open, you know. But on that note, brothers, sisters, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this short, man. We've been on long enough. I'm gonna put this banner here. Don't forget about the Kingdom Conversations tonight, 8 p.m. Brother Cleo and the family. Be looking forward to seeing you, brothers and sisters, there. Kingdom Conversations, that's another platform that we're trying to open up for the family to come in, fellowship, give your thoughts. You know, what else? We have also, don't forget about the upcoming work. We're still working on that, getting that out to you, brothers and sisters. Dealing with replacement theology and the truth of the gospel, who the Gentiles are in the scripture, the Gentiles that are heirs to salvation. You know, all that'll be broken down in that Friday night prayer, 8 p.m., anywhere between 7:30 to 8 p.m. You brothers and sisters are welcome to that as well. Shout out to my brothers, man. Brother Cleo, Brother Banya, Brother Kadar. I want to thank Brother Banya, you know, for really opening up his platform and allowing his platform, you know, to be a meeting ground for the chosen. You know, I know I have a platform of my own. It's a small platform, you know, but what the brother has done is he's opened up his platform for other brothers to come in and use their gifts as a means to draw other people in, you know. So that's what we're trying to do, man. I want to thank the brother. Much love to the brother, Brother Cleo, Brother Kadar as well. You know, keep them in your prayers, getting adjusted to the new move. Let's keep our brother T in prayer. You know, for the bereavement and everything that he's getting ready to go through. Just know that we here for you, fam. And I pray that the Most High strengthen you and your family through what you're going through. If you ever need to talk, you already know what to do. Shalom and blessings to all my brothers and sisters out there doing work for the Most High, who's sincere about it, you know, and hopefully, we can all link up and do something big for our people. But I'm going to go ahead and close out. I'm going to see our brothers and sisters tonight, 8 p.m., Kingdom Conversations. All right. Be there or be square. Y'all know the old saying. But on that note, brothers and sisters, shalom and blessings. Hope y'all had a blessed morning, blessed afternoon. And now we going into the evening. All right. So on that note, till we meet later, may the Most High be with you. Shalom.